Tips, tricks, and hints for making successful deliveries in Express Route. Thank you for joining me at Tantrum House Studio D. I'm Melissa Dupp. Express Route is a cooperative pick up and deliver game for 1 to 4 players that takes about an hour to play. It's designed by Pat Marino and published by The Op. The publisher sponsored this instructional video. There are already several detailed how to play videos, so for this video, I'm going to focus on the big picture of the game flow and point out 6 tips for making the game go smoothly. In Express Route, you and the other players are working together to fill the delivered packages track before the demand rises too high or the event deck runs out. Each turn has several steps. You add packages to the board, draw an event card, take your actions, and then perform cleanup. During the actions step, you place your battery tokens to activate your actions, which move certain vehicles and allow you to load and unload packages. Sounds simple, right? Well, each package you add to the board raises the demand track. The events could throw a monkey wrench into your plans, like shutting down travel in certain cities or regions. And with only so many actions each turn, you have to be strategic and efficient. So, here are some tips for a smooth experience. First, some things to keep in mind during setup. There are a lot of package tokens that you'll need to sort into low demand, values 1 through 3, and high demand, values 4 through 6. I think it's easier to select the 5 starting tiles before you sort everything. Randomly select packages numbered 1 through 5. Then you can sort and shuffle each stack. Make sure the 2 stacks are face down with just the origin city showing. My second tip for the setup stage involves the specialists, the character powers. Try to choose diverse powers that will help you in several areas. Each one has a setup bonus and an ongoing ability. Some unlock upgrades, some enhance your player board, and some modify the main board setup. Make sure to consider both of these attributes, the immediate bonus and the ongoing ability, when you choose your character. Now it's time to talk about gameplay tips. Some of these involve paying attention to certain rules and game flow patterns. Others are strategy tips. The first time I played, we underestimated the game. We thought it was going to be easy. Let's just say that things got out of hand before we knew it. My first tip is to pay attention to the demand track. Rising too high is one of the lose conditions. But the track also determines how you put out new packages in step 1 of each turn. Green, yellow, and red have different procedures. Make sure you're following the correct guidelines for your demand level. It's easy to just get in a rut and put out the same type of package instead of adjusting to the current level. Related to the demand track is the demand level of the packages. When you fulfill an order, the demand level goes down, the number of spaces equal to the package's demand. So sometimes it's really important to fulfill a high-level package to drop the demand level into a lower zone. The demand level of packages can also be important for the specific demands on the delivery track. The demand level or destination region is also important for some upgrades. Which leads me to my next tip. Don't neglect the upgrades. It seems counterintuitive to spend delivered packages when having 8 delivered packages is the goal of the game. But the benefits can be a huge boost. Some upgrade everyone's action boards. Some increase the capacity of vehicles. Some give everyone more batteries for actions. When considering an upgrade, pay close attention to the package requirements. You have to spend a package that qualifies. Sometimes that means you have to make sure that an eligible package makes it onto the board, and then that someone can deliver it. We desperately wanted the battery upgrade in one of our games, but we didn't have a Demand 1 package available to deliver. I think our starting one had been covered by another package. So here's my final tip. Lean into the cooperative nature of the game, especially with your action strategy. Each player has special abilities and strengths. Play to those strengths. If I can move a certain vehicle 3 spaces, it's more efficient to let me do it on my turn instead of several players taking their actions to move it 1 space at a time. If another player can load a package for free, leave it for them and spend your action on something else. Of course, sometimes you can't wait for the other player's turn, but you'll need to be smart and efficient with your actions to win the game. My game group likes to discuss strategy when we play cooperative games. I'll communicate what I'm thinking of doing on my turn. Something like, I can load the package in Atlanta and move it up to Kansas City. Another player might say, that's great! From there, I can get it to the destination and unload it. Or someone else might say, if you take it to Chicago instead, I can load a second package and then they'll both be headed in the right direction. For us, talking through ideas and making plans is fun. But like any cooperative game, sometimes the game itself thwarts your plans. Doing well in Express Route takes some strategy, some cooperation and coordination, and some luck. I hope these tips help make your deliveries a success. Do you have any other tips for playing Express Route or maybe cooperative games in general? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel.